Hi friends, welcome to Auditology with me, your friend, your guide, CA Niket Thacker. Today we'll be doing a very interesting term called as risk of material misstatement. And this risk of material misstatement is to be divided in two parts. Risk at a financial statement level, risk at an assertion level. What do we mean by risk of material misstatement? What do we mean by risk at financial statement level? What do we mean by risk at assertion level? This is what we are going to do today. Before that, let me just introduce you to the new batch which I've started at Unacademy. So check over here. Yes, I've started CA Intermediate. The CA Intermediate Auditing I'm taking at Unacademy. The Group 2 batch is started. The Group 2 batch has started from 5th of January. You can definitely join in now as well. At Unacademy, you have option to watch live also. You have option to watch recorded as well. The best of India's faculties are there for you. These are the faculties for CA Inter Group 2. 4 sessions in a day, one subject, 1 session a day. So you are having 4 sessions a day, 8 hours. Imagine 8 hours a day you're studying, your course is getting finished on a timely basis. What does this one subscription give you the benefit? Interactive live classes are there. In case you have missed out the live classes, you can watch the recorded ones. Multiple educators for each subjects are there. Regular doubt solving will be there. One subscription giving you all the benefit. Take up the subscription. Why are you waiting for? Okay, now coming to today's term. Today's term is risk of material misstatement. What is this risk of material misstatement? When management gives you a financial statements, how much is the risk of material misstatement in that? Misstatement can arise due to what? Think, socho. Misstatements can arise due to fraud or error. So whenever management is giving you financial, uske andar, what is the risk that there will be a fraud or there will be an error? Now, how do we find, first of all, risk of material misstatement? Risk of material misstatement, we found it as inherent risk multiplied by control risk. Okay, we had done audit risk. Audit risk has 3 components: inherent risk, control risk, detection risk. Now just tell me one thing. Whenever management is giving you the financial statement, has it passed through their controls? Yes sir, they have passed through the controls, because after the controls were implemented by management. Then these financials were ready. So to find out your risk of material misstatement, it's inherent risk. How are the people? So that is inherent risk, quality of people, quality of environment, and control risk. How are the controls? That is giving you risk of material misstatement. Now, this risk of material misstatement, auditors should identify and assess at 2 stages. You should identify and assess the risk of material misstatement, one at a financial statement level, दूसरा होता है at an assertion level. So what is this? See, risk which affects many items in financial statement, we call it as risk at financial statement level. Risk which affects many items, that we call it as risk at financial statement level. For example, accountant doesn't know the accounting standard. Company's accountant doesn't know the accounting standards. Can I say he would have made mistakes at many places? Like foreign currency ke debtors, creditors, he has not brought to closing rate. Then advance received from customer, he booked it as sales. He might have done mistakes at many places because he doesn't know the concept. Inventory valued only at cost, not at cost or NRV, whichever is lower. If misstatements are affecting many places, that we call it as risk at financial statement level. Now, if misstatements are there at only one place, one class of transaction, one account balance, or one disclosure, then it is called as risk at an assertion level. What is assertion level? Risk which affects single class of transaction, single account balance, single disclosure. So risk of material misstatement means when they give you financial statement, uske andar how much is the risk that there will be a fraud or error. Now you need to identify and assess this risk of material misstatement at 2 places. One, risk which will affect many items in financial, we call it as risk at financial statement level, and risk which will affect single class of transaction. For example, only sales are misstated. The only sales we feel is misstated. So that is single class of transaction. Single account balance or a single disclosure, that is risk at an assertion. Now, just tell me one thing. ये तो we are identifying risky areas. तो ये risk है, many items might be affected. ये risk है, one item might be affected. Why do we do so? So that we are able to apply proper procedures. We come out with proper responses. Okay, just tell me one thing. If risk is affecting many items in financial, if risk is affecting many items in financials, there can be a fraud or error. Can I say send a good team for doing audit? I cannot send first year article. Many places where there can be fraud or error. Send a good team. Check more everywhere. Check more everywhere. Reduce the materiality level. Increase the sample size. तो बोलते overall responses. If risk is at a financial statement level, auditor comes out with कौन से responses? Overall responses. But if risk is at an assertion level, specific one thing, auditor should come out with responses at that level only. Do some extra procedure responsive to the risk at an assertion. Risk of material misstatement क्या है? We are trying to identify risky areas and which elements in financial statement can there be a fraud or error. We try to do it at two stages: risk which will affect many items, risk which will affect one item. If risk will affect many items, we come out with overall responses. If risk will affect one item, we come out responses specifically to that risk. I hope you are clear with this word, risk of material misstatement. Again, we'll meet with a new terminology. Till then, yes, bye-bye, take care, and yes, do subscribe to our channel, like it, and share it with all your friends. See you all next time.